Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Lewis, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to everyone listening the radio station at this time, to those listening throughout the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, those listening in cyberspace and whatever country you're in at this time, a pleasant good morning to you. We want to say good morning also to those out of Harmony Radio in St. Lucia who we believe are locked on to us now. At this time, and I must say to the people of St. Lucia that I was in Trinidad a few days ago speaking with one of your prominent persons, and they were really speaking about some issues that we spoke about on the radio station. So they are actually listening to you, Harmony Radio in St. Lucia, and thank you for being here with us and bringing the plights, but also the good thing, the virtues of our country to other people throughout the world and in St. Lucia. And Louis, our own Eastern George, I want to say a pleasant good morning to you. Yesterday, I listened in earnest as I heard the times when I listened to the prayers and the supplications and the songs. He went out to the nice radio and Doug de Freitas, and it was really an inspirational period for me, one in which, the opportunity I had to listen to it, and I listened and hear, and was really uplifted by it, because coming from a very Christian and spiritual background, these things touch me, and I don't really want to be touched in the way that I can be, especially when I have clients waiting for me outside. If you understand the background from where I'm from, when goose pimples come on my skin, I then give reverence to God as well in my own way. So it was a wonderful experience, and I didn't have an opportunity to give my own contribution to yesterday's program. So this morning, I did so in song. And I want to thank Brian Alexander for coming together very quickly and being able to put that song on for you this morning. Cook, as is Brian on the keyboard there in his studio, we just rushed quickly and some time ago and put that one together, so you heard a raw recording there of it. And I may not be Sanchez, but I try my best to be as possible to him. But I dare say that that those of us who really believe in God in a very big way, we turn to Him because we believe that sometimes He's the only healer of all wounds, and He's the only person who is able to actually genuinely attend to our needs. And at times when we receiving what we call trials and tribulations, when we go in through them, that we give our words and our wisdom up to the Lord and ask Him to put more onto us and to sort of keep us away from harm's way, but to be able to help us to continue to maintain the way we live and to deliver us from the evils of society and the evils of life, and to put us in a position where we can forgive those who transgressed, those who offended us, and hopefully God will have His own way in His own time in dealing with those persons, the transgressors. We are not to be the judge of persons. God is the only judge of mankind, but He moves in mysterious ways, and He will do things in the way He thinks best, whenever He so desires. And Mr. Lewis, listening to you this morning on the reading of Mark 8, chapter 1, Mark 8, chapter 11, Mark 8, verse 11, sorry, Mark 8, verse 11, that is also inspiring, and so we can take heed of those things. But as I said last time, Cook, and listening to you coming up here this morning, it is clear to me that there are very interesting times ahead. Very interesting. One of the questions I put forward to ask in the House of Parliament is the state of the offshore financial sector, the international financial sector, mainly because of the lack of confidence that we're now seeing in the domestic financial sector. What are we doing to buttress that negative impact by looking seriously at how we develop the offshore finance sector? And arising out of that, you're hearing these statements being made and these news items that one Thierry Nano, has been arrested in France.
Oh.
Those of us who can recall, Pierre Nano was here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines for some time, and operating an offshore bank, Owens Bank, and his license was revoked under the New Democratic Party regime. I was there at the time as the head of the Offshore Finance Authority, and Mr. Eustace was there as the Minister of Finance when that license was revoked, and there are quite a number of other things, implications came out of it. Now we heard about his arrest, and you're also hearing about the implication for his arrest for persons in St. Vincent who may feel uneasy as a result of that. Now, when you have those international news coming out about persons who are connected to St. Vincent who are considered to be undesirables, you'd find that it may have a very negative impact somewhere along the line unless we in St. Vincent can disassociate ourselves from those individuals and stand as an example of propriety and a country that, it's clean. We have a very clean financial sector. We have persons there who are upright, consumed with moral probity, in that they're very credible. They understand what is right from wrong, and they try to do the things that are right as opposed to those that are wrong. They qualify to shape the social and moral consciences of our people. Now, those we tend to want to think that we have those persons actually governing our lives in whatever field of endeavor. When these mishaps, unfortunate situations and incidents occur that will have some sort of incidental negative impact on St. Vincent, then we have to try and see how best we can do some damage control.